Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and my name is Siri and welcome back to another video. So in this video, I will tell you how to start English learning from scratch. For example, let's imagine I had to begin everything from start. I had to learn English from absolute scratch. This is how I would do it. I'm going to tell you 5 ways that you can follow if you are someone who is an absolute beginner. If you are someone who want to start your journey and you are looking for a perfect guidance because there's so much of content available online, we don't know what to follow if we want to be fluent in English, and there are always new people joining in this journey of being fluent in English, and I completely understand that. And I honestly feel I wish I knew all of these tips earlier so I would just quickly follow them and would be fluent in English. So that's what this video is all about. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. So in this video, I will just tell you what would I do. Let's say Siri has just started her journey to be fluent in English, and as now i'm as now I'm little bit fluent in English. I know what can one do to be fluent in English. Considering all of that journey, these are the tips that I would suggest Siri if she had to start her journey right from the very start, because of course it has been a long journey. I've made a lot of mistakes. I did not know what to follow, but if I had to give her an accurate plan, accurate tips to be fluent in English, these would be them. So talking about the first one is to not to focus on grammar a lot. Now I know there are people who disagree with me, there are people who agree with me, but this is what I have learned in the journey of being fluent in English, that this is what I would suggest to people who are in the journey of being fluent in English, who want to start their journey, which is to not to focus a lot on grammar. I've told you 100 times. Now again I will tell you that this is a language. Grammar is there to confuse you a lot. See, some basics are good enough. Uh, Focusing on basics is absolutely fine. You don't have to get into the complete grammar and should learn every grammatical rule. I don't believe in that at all. And I would not even suggest you that tip, because that leads to a lot of confusion eventually, which will make us feel that learning English is difficult. Not really. If you focus on grammar, then you will come under the category of learning English as a subject. But if you're learning English as a language, learning a lot of grammar doesn't make any sense to me. So this is the first step I would follow if I had to start my journey absolutely from scratch. Because when I've started my journey, it took me a lot of time to realize this one particular concept, that even I used to assume that, I should be very perfect in grammar. I've even tried learning grammar for a couple of months and I've seen no results in my fluency. And later I've realized that, okay, this is not what I have to focus on a lot. So that's why I'm telling you, I would tell Siri also, the younger Siri, that no, you should not focus a lot on grammar. The next immediate tip, or the brilliant tip I would tell you or the younger Siri, is to watch a lot of interviews. Guys, I cannot stress enough the importance of watching interviews, how helpful they have been to me in this journey of learning English. I just can't tell you, because they've helped me a lot. Like, a lot. When I say a lot, I really mean a lot. Because be it the expressions or be it the way a person frames their sentence, the pronunciation, I've learned a lot from interviews. You name it, I've learned that from interviews. And they are underrated. They're definitely underrated. I don't even think so that you guys would agree with me when I say this, that even you might not be watching interviews. I know they are boring, but to be honest, for me, they are interesting. You believe me or you don't. This is one tip I will definitely suggest to all the people who want to start their journey from scratch. And if I had to start my journey again, I would follow this tip again, because this is what has helped me to the most. Because when you watch interviews, there is going to be a sense of discipline, and there is going to be an intention in your mind that yes, I need to learn from that interview. And there are some brilliant interviews out there in English which you can watch and learn a lot. You will be fluent in English only when you involve English into your daily life, not when you think that English is a subject. So this tip is definitely, this tip has to be on the list no matter what. It has to be there, because a lot of credit goes to this tip, because it just helped me so much. I will make another video very soon which says how interviews have helped me. But this is one tip that I would suggest you, that please don't skip it. Watch at least one interview a day. you know Please watch at least one interview a day. You will thank me later. Trust me when I say this, you're going to thank me later for sure. Next step is to watch kid stories. I know it sounds funny for you, but no. Watching kid stories has valid reasons why you need to watch it, because it's easy English in the first place. They are interesting in the second place. I used to watch Damuti Ma'am stories on Netflix. You will find if you go to children section, there are stories in Sudhamuti ma'am stories on Netflix, and you will get them. And if not, there are a lot of stories on YouTube. You will find number of English stories on YouTube. You can watch them without, well, just one story. I'm not even asking you that watch 10, 20 stories in a day. Not really. Why? Is because we want to observe the sentence formation. We want to observe the way words are pronounced. So this is also one of the best ways that you can follow to be fluent in English. If you are an absolute beginner, I'm pretty sure if you are a beginner, you understand English very well. Only concern with you now is that you cannot speak in English. Now, when you consume a lot of English content, when you have to speak, those that consumption of the content is going to help you a lot to speak out a lot better. You know what I mean? So yes, watch English kids stories. They are game changer. They're really going to help you. Next comes the amazing and the important tip, which is to speak every day. I would tell Siri that, Siri, don't bother a lot. Just speak every day. Don't hide from speaking. So when I was in my journey, I used to always read a lot, watch a lot, but I would never speak. How can I be fluent in English? After a point of time, like spending 6 to 7 months in this journey, I got to know that speaking is the ultimate thing that will make me fluent in English. So I wasted, say, 6 to 7 months in just figuring this out. So I'm telling you that speak every day. Now, whom to speak? There is an app called Civi that you can make use of to speak to strangers just like you, or to speak to English learners. You can make use of that app. If not, you can really speak to yourself. That is very much possible. I've done this I don't know how many times. Speaking is important. If you don't speak, all the tips that I've told you, watching interviews, not to focus on grammar, watching kid stories, they are of no use if you don't speak. I'm asking you to speak because whatever knowledge or whatever content you have consumed in English, that should be utilized when you speak. Yes, you are going to make mistakes while you speak, especially when you are a beginner. It's okay. That's completely all right, because you are a beginner. Even you know that, I know that. Now, Siri was very scared back then to even speak in English to anyone, but I just gathered that courage after a point of time. I've realized that if I don't take this step, I'm just gonna stay here. I'm not gonna see any kind of improvement in my English journey. And that's when I've taken this step, and that one step has changed everything. Of course, you will face challenges right in the beginning for like 10 days, 1 week, but later you're going to get better and better and better. So speak no matter what. Speak every day at least for 20 minutes. Speak every single day no matter what. If you speak more, that's good for you. The more you speak, the better it is for you. So please keep this in mind. You have to speak no matter what. And the next one is to read 10 minutes a day. uh, just 10 minutes a day. Pick up any book that you want to read. Just read out loud. Whatever you are reading, read that out loud. And just 10 minutes a day is more than enough for you to be fluent in English. Why reading out loud? Is because you will practice pronunciation at the same time. Now, why reading? You will know how sentences are being formed. So, in every form of content, you are observing the same thing, that how sentences are being formed, and you will grab that, and that is what you will use when you speak in English. So read 10 minutes a day. Just 10 minutes a day is more than enough. I used to bother so much that I have to complete this book by this week, and I used to just pressurize myself so much as to put myself under this stress that I have to complete this book, and I would never enjoy the journey, which is a mistake I've made. But reading just 10 minutes a day is good enough, which is what I've realized later, and I've followed that and had seen great results. That reading 10 minutes a day actually helps. You keep reading 10 minutes every day for some time, and then you will automatically find interest in reading. That is secondary thing, but you at least need to start reading for at least 10 minutes. That is very important. Now comes the bonus tip, which is you have to be consistent. Yes, you have to be consistent. Now, I'm super proud of myself when it comes to this tip, because I have always been consistent when it comes to speaking every day, reading every day, watching English content. You don't believe me? I have completed books and books where I used to write every day. I used to make a to do list for myself that yes, I need to watch an interview today. Yes, I need to read this book. Yes, I need to complete listening to this podcast. And this is how I have been consistent all my journey, and nothing beat consistency, I'm telling you. If you are consistent, it could be a very basic plan that you are following to be fluent in English, but consistency is going to take it to the another level. So it's important that you be consistent no matter what. Consistency is everything. You don't be consistent, all the tips that I've told you are of no use. Consistency makes them valuable. Consistency is the only thing that will make all those tips work. So for you to be consistent, you definitely got to be disciplined. You need to maintain a to-do list for yourself, and you also should be very, very attached to your goal, which is to be fluent in English. Only then you will achieve fluency in English. And trust me, consistency is everything. Again, I'm telling you, it beats everything. So you have to be consistent no matter what. And I feel if you learn how to be consistent in life, a lot of things are going to get easier. But cracking consistency is the most difficult thing, is what I feel. Once you crack it, it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun. The journey itself of being fluent in English is going to be a lot of fun, trust me. So, yeah, these are all the tips that I would follow if I were to start my journey right from the start. And these are the tips that I would like to suggest people who are in the journey of learning English or in the confusion about what can we do. These are the tips I would suggest you. These are very simple, basic tips which are going to help you a lot. And people who want to start their journey of being fluent in English, and telling you it's not as difficult as you think it is. It is, I mean, it has its own challenges, but not as difficult as you think it is. You are definitely going to be there. You will achieve this when you follow everything with consistency and discipline. And trust me, this works. So that's what I would like to tell you guys in today's video. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. I completely enjoyed shooting this one for all of you. I will see you guys in my next video. Till then, you please take care of yourself. I will see you soon. Bye.